As I tell you, in ultimate reality, perhaps, there is no such thing as hierarchy. Everything is finding its way back to the one. Eventually, that's the objective. As you transition from whatever it is you transition from, till you get to the ultimate. That could be one take on what's going on out here. I'm quite sure there's others who have said that, right? And that hasn't been said before. And you start as a rock or some shit. And then you sit there and chill as a rock for a real long time. Like a long, long time. Then you come back as something else. Until eventually you graduate through the graduations, the levels, and make it back to the source as one. Perhaps source doesn't really see that much of a difference, right? Or a difference, really. It's all springing from the source. So there's no hierarchy, but maybe there is and there isn't. Like it says in Lightworks Handbook, there is an ultimate truth. There are many other truths, but there's an ultimate truth. And there is no really ultimate reality other than one ultimate truth. Anyway, so maybe in pseudo-reality there is a hierarchy and it exists for a reason. And in pseudo-reality it's not so silly or inane or seemingly unnecessary. Because you have princes. And I can tell you, nobody really gives a fuck. Sometimes, how well you're doing your job, or how well you may think you're doing your job, or you may say, well, I can do the job of this prince. So you come in and you assume the job of the prince as, let's take for instance the prince and the pauper. The pauper comes in there and learns how to do the job, and he does the job quite well. Perhaps. But is there something missing, perhaps? Just the same? Now, I don't want to get too literal about that and overgeneralize in that statement, that story, or that account, that example, that analogy, or metaphor, whatever you want to make it out to be. So don't read too much into that and get too literal about that. But yeah, there's something going on. Like, Jesus was sent for a job. Muhammad from Quran was sent for a job, a mission, whatever you want to call it. Who are these people? Or these individuals, or these beings? Who were they? How come Joseph didn't do the walk of Jesus? Emmanuel. How come he didn't do it? Why didn't we just grab anybody and say, look, can you do this? And they say, sure. Many have suffered on this cross. They didn't come up with this out of the blue and say, hey, let's come up with some new form of torture and abuse or punishment for people who are getting punished or whatever it is by the law. You know? They had many crucified before Jesus and many crucified after Jesus. And it meant something. It also means something when you're getting crucified in the name of Christianity or the name of the Lord, the name of Jehovah. It means something. It's not so much what you do, but how, when, where, and why you do it. And sometimes it matters who's doing it. Like the men who are to the right and left of Jesus, they said, well, they heard him, said, well, can we come and sit to your left or right side, and whatever it is, when you go into your kingdom and when you come into your kingdom this day? He says, you don't even know what the hell you're asking. Fuck no, you can't. So sorry. What do you think is because you're over here bleeding next to me that qualifies you to sit at my right side or my left side? That's reserved for someone else. who did a lot more than just bleed at my side upon a cross where I'm at right now. This isn't even, do you get what I'm saying? So I would like to know who you are. I would like to know who she is. I would like to know who he is, and they are, and so on and so forth. Because what I know right now is crying makes no sense, and it makes a lot of sense all at the same time. And like we're saying, book, he said, I tell you what God runs nothing. I'm still puzzled on that one today, because as far as I know, God runs every goddamn thing. And I really don't care if there's a greater God out there, or a God who's equally as powerful than the next God, like something from Star Wars or some shit. Some dark lord or something. I really don't care. If there is such a thing, let's just say if there was such a thing, let's talk about in hypotheticals or theoretically. I don't care. Tell me that you are not the God, the Lord of hosts, Jehovah. And I don't care if you're more powerful than Jehovah, because you're darker for some reason. I don't care. I'm sticking with Jehovah, because that is the Lord, and you're not. Big and bad as you may fucking be in this theoretical fucking account, I don't care. Does that make sense?